Today's video is on learning English easily. All of you who are learning would like to learn it in such a simple way that it doesn't feel like very hard work to you. I'm giving you 5 important tips. But remember, listening to them alone is not enough. You have to listen, you have to understand, and then you have to practice it. That is, you have to implement it. That is maybe a new word. That is, you put it into practice. That is the word implement. Now, we begin with the first tip. And that is, you require a schedule or a timetable. Unless you do that, your learning will not be easy at all. You will keep struggling. Today you spend 10 minutes learning English, then for the next 4 days you have no time. After 4 days again you spend some time, but you cannot specify what you are doing. It is like doing physical exercises, or it is like doing meditation or prayer or puja. We have to have a timetable. We have to have a schedule. And unless you have this, you cannot learn easily. Learning becomes very difficult when you don't have this discipline. That is why this is the most important and the first tip which I would like to give you. To make your learning easy, don't forget to have a set time and a set pattern. You can choose early morning, 5 minutes. Afternoon, if you have a lunch break or if you're free, another 10 minutes. Evening, when you have free time, maybe 5 more minutes. And at night, just before sleeping, another 5 or 10 minutes. So you are getting at least 20 minutes or half an hour practice per day without forgetting. Like we don't forget to eat. We eat exactly when it is time. Like we don't forget to sleep. We have a set time for sleeping. So like that, for practice also set time. The second is that you have to practice under all circumstances. Suppose you are a beginner, then listen to people carefully. Suppose everybody around you is speaking in your mother tongue. Doesn't matter. Very often when you're watching a video like this, advertisements come, and they might come in any language wherever you are. When I travel, I find that they give advertisements in the language of that country, not necessarily a language which I know. But if it is a language you know, listen carefully. And as you are listening, try to make sentences in English of whatever they are saying. Suppose they are selling a bicycle, then they tell you how good the bicycle is. They are saying it in your language, but can you not put it in English? This is for beginners. Now suppose you want to use 2 languages, then only beginners should do it, the bilingual method. Others, now the third tip is for people who are aware of the language, who know the language somewhat, or people who are very good at the language, but they want to become better. Like I keep telling you, on the channel there are many members now who are English teachers themselves. They teach in schools and colleges and universities, but they are a part of the channel membership and they are with me in every live session. So anybody can practice, anybody can improve. There is no limit to how much we can improve. So for those of you, listening becomes a totally different activity. I gave tip number 2 for beginners, where I told them to use their own language. I get very often comments in Hindi written in English script, English alphabet, but Hindi. Luckily, I know Hindi. So they tell me that why don't you speak a little Hindi? Why don't you say a few sentences in Hindi? Why don't you teach us in Hindi? Now, if I do that, you will constantly depend on your mother tongue. That dependence is not good. So when you're at a basic level, you have that dependence. But as you rise higher, you get rid of that bilingual dependence. Only then you can perfect a language, any language. Now we are talking about English, but it is any language. So tip number 3 for the intermediate and advanced level, your listening has to be completely different. And it should be listening for intermediate level to see if you can understand everything and you can tell or you can describe everything which you have heard. And for advanced level, if the language is very simple, try to use a higher vocabulary. If the language is very complex, long sentences, try to break it into shorter sentences, but without changing the meaning. These days in the live classes, I'm giving you many exercises of how to change sentences, how to correct sentences. That experience is helping all of you. So this is tip number 3. Your listening should have different levels of thinking in English and transforming that thought into a different expression from what you have heard. Now we come to tip number 4. And tip number 4 is where all of the learners struggle the maximum. And that is speaking. Many people are asking me these days, what topics should we speak on? You can speak on anything. If you want to introduce yourself, speak about yourself. You say, I am so and so, I like doing this. This is my qualification. This is my experience. In my family, there are so many people. I'm very friendly, so I have many friends. Describe your family, describe your friends, describe them one by one. There are so many topics in your own life. You're walking on the road, suddenly you see something happening on the road. That incident is there recorded in your memory. Put it into English and speak about it. When you reach your destination, tell people, today I was walking on the road and I saw that somebody was speeding. Suddenly, the policeman stopped him. Then he started arguing with the policeman, but finally, the policeman was so nice that he could convince him that he's doing wrong and he had to pay a fine. So many things you saw. They are there in your mind, but you're not saying it out aloud. You hear two people talking when you're in a shop. Suppose you're buying some medicine. The salesperson is giving medicine to a customer who came before you. Then you hear so much conversation between them. Says, what do you want? That person says, I want a medicine which is very good for this ailment, but I don't have a name or a prescription. Can you give me some eye drops which are good? Then that person says, no, I cannot give you eye drops unless your doctor tells you what to use. Then the customer calls up the doctor and says, doctor, I have this problem in the eye. Do you think I should buy this or this or this? The doctor gives some reply, and this reply is communicated by the customer to the salesperson. You are observing all this. Can't you speak about this? So you don't really need a topic like Independence Day, Republic Day, Diwali, or any other festival. Those are topics. Those are wonderful. I keep giving you videos on inspiring lives of great people. We started with Abraham Lincoln. Then we did Swami Vivekananda. We did B.R. Ambedkar, we did Radhakrishnan, we did Abdul Kalam, so many great people. Rabindranath Tagore is also there. Now all these are topics which you have. You might have interest in any area like science or politics or social customs. You go for a wedding, you describe what all happens there. So you are not short of topics. Speaking is most important on anything which comes to your mind, but minimum 5 or 10 minutes per day. Whether it is a beginner who makes simple sentences by saying, I like apples, or now I'm eating an apple, simple sentences, to advanced sentences who say that the kind of heat we have these days is causing a lot of suffering and many diseases. So you are using long sentence, complicated sentence, because you're at the advanced level. Now we come to tip number 4. And that is tip number 5. And that is your reading and writing. Read anything. If you buy something and it is wrapped in a newspaper, look at the newspaper. Don't worry if it is in some other language, as long as it's a language you can read. Read it, immediately put it into English and say it. First, beginning, if you use this comfort language with English, you will find your progress is very easy, very swift. But if you continue to depend on your mother tongue, if you continue to depend on the language you know better than English, then improvement comes slowly. Initial dependence is very good. As you go up, dependence is not good at all. So reading, anything you read, write about it, speak about it, whatever you listen, speak about it, write it. These 5 tips, if you spend a minute or 2 per day, then it becomes easy for you to learn. Don't, put 10 hours, 20 hours into learning of English. No, if you have the atmosphere, let, English exposure come to you. But if you don't have an atmosphere, then spend more time in listening, but a little time in all the others. And remember the first tip which I gave you, which is most important. So, once you practice, let me know in the comments whether you're benefiting or not. Many of you give comments only by, repeating whatever I have said. But I'm very eager to know what is your feedback. So write those comments. Thank you and all the best. I hope you have liked the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done it. Press the bell icon so that you get notifications. Like and hype the video and share it as widely as you can. Join the channel as a member to attend all the live classes I conduct and also to get other benefits. Thank you and all the best.